Yeah, first of all, I have to address the issue. First of all, I'd like to condemn violence of any kind against any human being, whether they're from Tunisia, whether they're from Tanzania. These actions have to be condemned, and we don't need it in football. Number one. Number two is we have to condemn the people who incite the violence. Because this is not possible. The Sfaxien players, what they did after the match, attacking the referee and then beating up security or staff or personnel, these things have to be condemned at the highest level. We don't need these things in football. Number three, if you are a team that is wasting time from the first minute and laying on the floor after every ball goes out, there's a fact in this injury time. If a club like Simba scores in this injury time, you then have to accept it. And then to incite violence when we score a legitimate goal, this has to be condemned. We don't need these things in football. At the end of the day, if the violence are incited against the referee, with the fans, you're going to create chaos like we saw in the end. So it starts with playing, my one analyst calls it coward football. When the ball goes forced, the referee is going to give extra time. I like to applaud my players for fighting up until the end, because you have the rhythm of the game, you're on top of the opponent, and they fall down, and they waste time. You cannot gain momentum, and this is not football. I know the coach, I respect the coach, I respect the technical staff, and I know probably this is not his instruction, but this is not football. At the end of the day, us Simba, we cannot be punished for this. Our fans reacted to what happened, and we cannot. We don't like to see anyone get hurt. We don't want to see violence in football. This cannot happen. But for my first 3 points, and these are the reasons, and CAF has to do a thorough investigation into what happened and to get to the bottom of it, because we cannot be responsible for what happened. The people who incited violence, the players of Sfaxien, the staff of Sfaxien, coming on, surrounding the referee and beating up our staff, beating up security personnel, and that started the entire fiasco issue.
Just your technical assessment of the game that Simba has won 2-1.
I'm proud of my players. From the minute we made a mistake, and mistakes happen in football, we don't drop our head. Immediately we fight. We dominate the game from start to finish. They dominate the floor by laying down on the floor in every moment they can.